Hey, I'm Kev Kermascom. Welcome to the ongoing for round 11 of Formula Xbox. After the Christmas break, it returns, and we've got a fierce championship battle to resume in the second half of the season. Not for me, though. I'm stuck in the midfield. I joined a bit later, but I hope to get some good results. And in qualifying, I didn't get a good result afterwards. We're just starting to that now, getting to turn two, a bit wide, but we're getting the DRS on, and then we kept the DRS on through the next corner. Not the wisest of ideas. There goes the front wing, and there goes my qualifying shot, because you can see the time, not much left, just under 3 minutes, and I kind of cruised about half this lap, and then I realised I had to speed up a bit towards the end, but I ran out of time, and so in the end, I came last, as you would expect, with no qualifying time. Look at K Gibbs again, that's over a second ahead of the field over Northanger Legion. The other championship batters in the top three there. And so we go to race day, and it was better, but not quite as planned. As you can see, we expected to finish fifth from the back, and so tactics for the first corner. We're on prime tyres, as you can see, so we're going to be running long in the race, and so we're not going to be too aggressive into the first corner from the back. We just want to make it past the AI of Senna and Hulkenberg, and he's Senna taking the middle of the road, so we're going to take the outside and maybe take advantage of any mischief into the first corner, but there was none at all. We dive it down the outside of Senna. You can see the Red Bull as well, and we got past Hulkenberg maybe as well. I didn't see, but you can see the Red Bull got past it again, and then into the turn two. He got spun round by someone, and then Legion got checked up into the Red Bull that was spinning. I made it through the gap, gave him a bit of a tap at first because I had no time to wrap, but we're up to 5th place, and of course we're on prime tyres, heavy fuel. Going to make a couple of mistakes because I can't really push on these tyres. I have to basically race to a set that time of, say, a 24 or 25 in the first 3 laps, and then a 24, and then a 23 before I go to my pit stop, and so couldn't really push, but I just had to work on being consistent. It did work out. Was catching Drastic Devil, and he unfortunately spun it out of the first corner. Then I caught up to Affleck, and then the next corner actually, he almost spun it, went a bit wide, just held it. He defended the inside for the next one, and he did a good job. And then I had DRS at the end of the lap though, and so I tried to dive it down his inside. He thought about defending the inside and thought better of it, so I just dived it down the inside, outbraked myself a bit. I braked where I would brake without the DRS, so no, bit of a mistake from me. And Legion thought, oh, I'm going to take advantage of this. No, I'm going to defend the inside into turn two. And there's nowhere to go for the other guy because he just has to lift off because the racing line makes you go a bit wide out of that corner. So unless you really want to go on the grass and try and overtake and be that aggressive, doesn't really work. But this time, next lap, round two, got it past Affleck. When I went the accelerator a bit early, made me go a bit wide, and so he tried to take advantage of that, round the outside again, and I defended the inside again, of course, and again he has to back off, and so we're up to second because Northingard had pitted, and he was behind because Affleck unfortunately spun on the next lap, and I think he had to go to the pits anyway, and then he braked a bit later than I did, into the wall I go. I don't really blame him for that. He was on fresh tyres, of course his braking point is a bit later than me on worn prime tyres, but I just call it a racing incident. Not everything needs to be given a penalty in racing, least of all accidents like that. So you have to go to the pits, of course, get the option tyres on, get a new front wing, and from this moment on I just blasted it, drove like a madman on the options, put it up to Rich and see what I can do from near the back. But again, we met with Sir Affleck as he was coming down the front straight. He was on my outside here. He was going to turn in and realised I was there. He had to turn back out of it. And unfortunately, he did spin again on the next lap and he retired from the race. And so now we go to that 15 and we're catching the AI because we're not going to get beaten by AI. We got some dignity to retain here. I know you probably saw my qualifying crash, so I've lost all my dignity anyway. So we're going to try and regain some by beating the AI here. We were catching Hulkenberg and Senna by about a second a lap, and you can see a penultimate lap had the DRS on Hulkenberg, and of course the AI are going to brake a bit earlier than normal, and so we just put it down the inside, and now we got one down, got a centre to go, and that would happen on the last lap. We just made it to beat the AI, get the DRS on, get some curves on out the final corner. Centre, not great, exit from that last corner, just put it down the inside, brake nice and early, and get the car turned in, and that was 5th place. You can see Legion just in front, and on the last lap in North Inga, he crashed in his Ferrari, lost his front ring, and so in 3rd and 4th were just in front of me here, so almost got on the podium in the end, but got 4th place in North Inga, got penalty for hitting me into the wall. Legion, he got a 20-second penalty, but I'm not sure if that's going to stick. We're working that out, the stewards, but I hope you enjoyed this sum up of Formula Xbox Round 11. So thanks for watching, so till next time, cheerio.